up, stackers? BigstackMcgee here. How are you doing today? It is Saturday afternoon, and I am making a video from my home office in my quarantined house. We were able to get the kids to go outside for an hour to play and get some exercise, and so I thought it'd be the perfect opportunity to show you what I picked up when silver had crashed down originally to the $14.50 mark or so. This is prior to when it went down to $12, but I was able to jump in and get an order in of and I reported it as the biggest single silver purchase that I've ever made, and it's totally true, and I'm pretty psyched about this, so I'll get that out here in just a second. A few things I want to talk about today. We'll unbox this first or unpackage this, but just kind of what life has been like over the last week and what's going to be like for the next couple weeks here at least. I'm in a state that's got the we're ordered to stay at home kind of thing, and boy, oh boy, having the entire family together all of the time is intense. And I'd be curious at your comments as well on how you're dealing with that and whatever. But let's go ahead and take a look at this, and then we'll talk. There it is. My first 100-ounce bar. I have never bought one. But I was able to pick this up for 99 cents over spot at the time of $14.50. So this is $15.49 silver. It's pretty sweet. And you know, I haven't even been looking recently. There's just not a whole lot out there. I do have another order that I can unpackage that had been sitting, waiting, and we'll just do that next time. So I gotta have something to keep this channel going, but yeah, so here we go. 100-ounce silver bar. I love this thing. Of course, people always like to see the... Very cool. It's just fun to play with. The neodymium magnets. It's cool. All right. Things to talk about here. First of all, what are one of my plans is regarding stacking? And right now, pretty much not going to be buying online for the near future, as far as I can tell. I did pick up a little bit of gold that's not here yet, so got that to look forward to. But I think what I'm going to probably do is just try to make some visits to my local coin store, but call ahead to make sure they actually have product that they're willing to move. And the place that I go to is pretty good about letting me know what's going on. But it's a bit of a hike. I have to drive almost an hour to get there, so it's not the kind of thing I just want to pop in. And also, of course, right now we're not supposed to go anywhere, so I guess that's out for the foreseeable future. I don't see myself going there until, you know, this kind of wraps up. But regardless, that's probably my plan, unless, of course, we can find metals online again in any kind of decent quantity and or premium that I'm willing to buy at. But pretty happy to score this, and of course it's the style that I wanted. I wanted this kind of you know, loaf bar here. It's pretty sweet. Anyway, let's see what else to talk about regarding the lockdown here that we have. Yeah, 5 people in the house all at the same time makes for some interesting times. I mentioned it can be intense. You know, there can be differences of attitude, and you know, sometimes a lot of fun too. You know, board games and watching movies and things like that together. But you know, trying to make sure that we're productive as well is the biggest challenge, I think, regarding our children. Simple things like keeping our mutual living areas clean is a chore that is ongoing, and they don't seem to understand that. I mean, I'm sure all of you can empathize with that, but that, and then just the sharing of resources. You know, we have a kind of a family room area with a TV, and that's got a, you know, video game unit, and the kids all like to play it, and so coming up with ways to share that time, and of course getting enough exercise and we're not moving around as much as we would normally. But so that's kind of a challenge as well. Curious what some of your challenges have been if you're in a area that's also kind of ordered to stay at home or whatever. Other things, I'm fortunate that I'm able to still work from home. And I know that many of you are not so lucky. And so very, very interesting with all the things happening. I'm not going to get into any of the actual issues regarding what's going on. But suffice it to say that this is kind of unprecedented times. And, I guess it makes me very happy that I have some precious metals, because who knows what's going to happen, seeing that massive stimulus package is you just gotta wonder, what is that going to do to our financial system? Years before all of this, during even the 2008 crisis, the financial markets, which is really, by the way, what caught my attention. Prior to that, I didn't even know what the word bullion meant. But just the idea of fiat currency and how everything can, there's not been a single currency ever in the history of the world that's not gone to zero at some point. So it's just that the markets are just jacked, obviously. I pay attention to the markets because I do have some money that's in there. I had pulled a whole lot out, though. Anything that I had control over that wasn't tied to like my job, where I have no control over how some of it's invested. Everything else, though, I had pulled out around Christmas time or before, in the some November, December time. So I got fully out of the market with some 401k money. Also, I think I had mentioned some my kids' college funds. I put those all in the guaranteed return stuff, just because the markets were really topping out, and the market was still going up at that point. But if I remember correctly, there was stuff going on with the trial and all that kind of stuff, and it was just hard to know. The markets didn't quite know what to do. They just kept going up and up. Then, of course, all the deal with Saudi Arabia and Russia, and the oil prices are happening all at the same time as some of the epidemic things happening. And of course, the markets are just either amazingly up or amazingly down. And I don't claim to be some kind of massive investor where I know a whole lot about timing the market or anything like that. But I'll tell you, I'm really glad I got that money out. And then, of course, these last 3 days, not Friday, but the Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, the markets are all reacting to the idea of the stimulus passing, and boy, it shot up, and it's just thinking, man, it would be nice to have been in for some of that. But I don't know, until things kind of stabilize, I'm not at all interested in putting any of that money back into that. I know a lot of you out there are making some serious cash and gains by playing around a little bit, but I don't really have it in me to the stomach or the the nerve, I guess, to try to time the markets and make money intraday trading and things like that. But maybe someday. Right now, it just makes me happy to have some actual physical assets on hand. So very, very cool. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I want to share right now. I'm doing a lot more organization of my metals and things like that, which is cool. Regarding my spreadsheets and things like that, I, for the first time in years, know pretty much where every ounce of metals is and how much it's worth and how much I have, which is pretty cool. Some people have asked for a video regarding gold, the way that I have it spread out in terms of what percentage is in generic, what percentage is in pre-33, all that kind of business. And I feel like I did that in my asset allocation video, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I just talk about how much gold I have. So maybe that'll be my next topic. See if I can make a video coming up soon. But regardless, take one last peek.